So I'm back in Kyoto. I am currently at Nanzen-ji station. Basically, I am here and I'm going up here somewhere. A couple of temples I want to visit, a couple of museums, might stop at the zoo. But later this afternoon, I am going to go to the Ninja and Samurai Museum here in Kyoto. So, nice little walk. Nice area to walk through. Another little area to stop in along my way to where I was going. Let's see here. There's a nice little sign here. Make sure you watch where you put your feet. Alright, here's the rules and regulations. No loud noises. No drones. No selfie sticks. And is that no tripods or no photography? See, I'm gonna go with no tripods. Oh, commercial. So no commercial photography. Luckily, I'm just a Joe Smo who's just on vacation. Very nice area. Here's a picture of some of the things that is around us. Alright. This is just on our way. So one thing, there are a lot of these little side temples and gardens to see, and it appears that each one has a separate fee from what it looks like. So this is pretty interesting. Oh, there's a staircase. I guess you used to go up on the top somehow. Alright. But my destination is up the hill. Alright, well, I guess you can still go to the top. You just have to pay them. And I understand the fees, and they're not very expensive. It usually is under $5 per person, because there is a lot of maintenance and upkeep on these old wood buildings. It's not like you can just go in there with some new drywall and slap it back together. So, if you're planning on visiting a bunch of them, make sure you have enough cash with you, because they only take cash, no cards. It's kind of hard to believe how big some of these structures are, considering they're just made out of wood and tile roofing. It's a nice little area. And we're still working our way up. It's kind of a little steep climb. Not terrible, but if you're like me packing a few extra pounds, okay, who are we kidding? We're packing like almost 60 extra pounds. Be prepared to take it nice and slow. That's really nice. I'm pretty much at the top, so I'll be able to look around up here once I get to the flat spot. Alright, I made it up just above where it levels out. There's a few things over that way. There's this guy here. And I think where I want to go is that way. I gotta find out. There are playing a little movie in there. I'm not going to record. Nice little garden. So this place was 600 yen to get in. Really nice. The little area behind me has some really decorative, whatever these doors are called, but they've asked you not to take photos. So, regretfully, you won't be seeing any of those pictures, but there's some really nice artwork on the walls. Nice little tranquility garden. Here's another little one, little garden area. Very nice. I will say they have done a really nice job at transitioning, so a person with mobility issues, either using a walker or a wheelchair, can move around this area pretty nice. It's hard to tell, but that's actually a slope right there. Just a small one, but just enough. The difficulty is, I don't know how you get past the lobby area, because I did not see a ramp and I had to climb 4 stairs. So it's nice here. This must have been the original walkway, or you can still go underneath them. I guess you could. There are stairs leading down. I believe that's a rose bush. It's got some rose petals on it. And even if you think about breaking the rules, they have motion detectors every place you're not supposed to be. So, don't break the rules. One of the most useful signs. Trust me. Alright. Trying to decide if this is an aqueduct or something else. Regretfully, it's not in English. There is another sign. There's a waterfall here. There's another sign right here. Let's see what this one has to say. They says they found a crack in the column in 2008 and they're in the process of keeping a watch on it. They haven't started repairs, but there's an entryway inside of here. So I just left the one temple and I'm heading to another one. It's about 40 minutes away by foot. And this is a really nice way to get there. Nice walkway. Souvenirs. It was a nice little gift shop. Regretfully, it was mostly food, like candy, snacks, and tea. And I just don't have the space to carry the boxes. They had a really pretty box, so I'd have bought it just for the box. But yeah, no. You should always stop in, take a peek. Alright, well, here we are. We just came from the left there, and we are heading down this way. Because I happened to look in the window, and they had bunnies. Looks like they've got some sandwiches and stuff. All right, it says I am here. Here are some of the temple areas around me, but we are still heading down the street here. So we're heading basically from where it says we are here, more towards where the bus stop or whatever that is there. And yeah, it looks like they have plenty of restrooms around. So remember, no drones. Japan's very strict on drones. You got to have permission and licenses. I honestly think you should just leave it at home if you aren't a professional. Another temple or shrine. I always have a hard time telling the difference. Let's see here. This is temple. So I was right the first time. See these elaborate door slides? This was what was in the first place that asked you not to take photos of them. At least you got an idea now what they might have looked like. But they had all different sorts of animals and things on them. Looks like at night they light those stairs with those lanterns. So the prices here are $8 and they're open from 10 a.m. to 4:20 with the last admission at 3:40. So, but here is one of the restroom bus stop areas, and there's about 8 buses sitting right there currently. So that means there's a few people, but even with all the buses, there hasn't been very many people around me. Now, probably when I get up here around the corner, that may change, but it's been very nice. And after yesterday's little fiasco with my back, I'm glad to be up and moving again. I did have to take one of those pain pills this morning. After riding the train, I got real stiff. So, but I only took one. They said you take 2 every 4 hours. I just took the one, and it has helped immensely. Now, I believe I need to go through that gate, and I gotta get my GPS working again. It has a tendency to crash about every 5 minutes here. Alright, so I just came through the gate. There's a restroom to my left, and then it opens up to this nice little parkish area, I guess. Not really sure if they call them parks here. But there's like different features to look at. But I am still heading 20 minutes. So even though it says it's 20 minutes, and it says you are here, that's the Hukaniki Pond? I have no idea. Again, I have a hard enough time pronouncing English words sometimes. So these words are killing me. Somebody brought their doggy. Alright. Oh, this must be the pond. So I'm going to go up that way, but first we're going to take a peek at the pond. Oh, there's some people with some camisoles. I'm not sure what the Japanese word for that would be. Alright, little umbrellas to keep the sun off you. Sun umbrellas. Regretfully, the sign is all faded out, so even if it was in English, I couldn't read it. Very nice. People seem to like to come here in kimonos and take photos. Looks like a wedding dress over there. We have a photographer taking pictures here. The two ladies in the kimono are going to get into the cab there. Some little restaurants and stuff through here. It's a very pleasant day. So funny how that storm blew through, dropped the temperatures yesterday, and then today we're already back into the 70s or so. So very comfortable. This morning it was a little chilly, but it warmed right up. All right. So even though these just look like pathways, they're actually roads. So you got to be careful where you're walking, because the cars do come up on you fast. So 30,000, 3,000, I don't know, I said 30. So like $30. I'm assuming it's kimono rental. I see kimonos here. Yep, that's going to be my guess. Rental, yes. So, if you feel like renting a kimono, they are available pretty much in Kyoto, very easy to find. Says the tree, so around March 17th. Today is March 14th. So I hadn't really expected to see cherry blossoms until I got back towards Kyoto after tomorrow, because man, there are a lot of bunny stuff here. It's a good thing I have limited space, or the wife would be getting whole families of bunnies. I kind of figured there'd be a little bit more people once I made that corner, but still not too crowded, and some very nice outfits that some of the people are wearing. Apparently there's a money exchange. Very pretty lady. So I just passed a guy that is selling some dried fruits. These things, the apple, the yellow one is apple, and the red one is strawberry. It is amazing how good these taste. So, like I said, there are a lot of people dressed in kimonos, and there's one lady and gentleman, and her outfit is more geisha style, I guess. She has the full makeup, and they're stopping at places together to take photos. So I'm now heading uphill again. Again, you think this is a walkway, and they will drive right up behind you. And lots of shops. Definitely not wheelchair accessible. Barely old person accessible. And there's no handrail, so it's kind of treacherous. Oh, another truck, work truck. Now, from what I understand, if you drive in Japan, whether a tourist or a professional, you are considered a professional driver. If you are in an accident, you are at fault. Japan has a 99.9 conviction ratio, so it doesn't matter if you're a foreigner or not. Basically, you're guilty until you can prove yourself innocent, which is very unlikely. Very few people have ever won cases, from what I understand. Few people through here. Not bad. Another little area you can go back in and check out. Regretfully, it says no food or drink, and the restrooms in this particular area are closed. But I'm still heading in this direction, and now Google has me turning right here, which is good. Maybe it knows I don't like the steps. Definitely found the crowds now. Whew, okay, still got a few minute walk, and now it looks like it's uphill. So slow going it is. All right, so I just climbed that street right there, and I've made it to the base of the temple. So I'm gonna take a little breather here in the shade real quick, have a sip of my drink before proceeding up. I guess they consider this the accessible path because it's the one with no stairs. You can literally climb the stairs on that side, but I'm taking it easy. There's some shrines. Appears to be a graveyard. It says the path keeps going that way. Nice little pond at the bottom of the hill here. I'm going up a little bit farther. There's also stuff on that side you can go see. But we're heading up. Well, this is the reason I made the hike, to see this. Now, this has been in many shows that I've seen, mostly anime, some Japanese TV shows that I've watched, but this was on my list to do, and so here we are. I made it. Well, if I'm not mistaken, that's Kyoto Tower out there in the distance, and I was there 7 days ago or so is when I was down in that area when I first came through on my way down to Hiroshima. And there's a nice walkway park down in there. Looks like this wraps around. It gets busier the farther in you go, but it's really nice. The breeze today is perfect. There's a bell in there, and they're praying. Please take your shoes off. So, where you put your fortunes you didn't like. Right there, you tie them there, and I guess when the wind blows and it takes your misfortunes with them. They're doing some maintenance up there.